Welcome to My New Life Online. I'm Anita Cochran with Steve Wyckoff. Hi.
How are you today?
I'm a little on the tired side.
How come?
I don't know.
Is your new life tiring?
Yes. Yesterday I helped at school, and that was just draining.
Tell me what you did at school yesterday.
I actually taught lessons, and I was just assisting the teacher, so I was a little bit shocked that she wanted me to actually teach the lesson on weights and grams, and I'm like, I'm not qualified.
Why wouldn't you be qualified?
I didn't think I was that smart for fourth grade science.
Okay.
But you know what? I was. And I totally got it. But it's funny, what I discovered yesterday in class was teaching styles can differ completely.
Completely, yeah.
And once you find that person that you click with, you learn very quickly. Mm-hmm. Do. But anyway, so I got my education yesterday on grams. You wanted me to teach you away?
No, I really don't.
What your mass is? Luckily for you,
let's not go there.
Not the topic today. Topic today, meeting the training needs of business, which this is right in line with the things that my kids are learning at school. We were doing pre-algebra, and I'm thinking, when is she ever going to use this?
Mm-hmm. Did the teacher give her an example of when she will use it?
Actually, I didn't ask that. I shall.
It's a huge issue.
It is.
That we don't often enough in education help kids understand why they're learning what they're learning. And in many cases, we give them stuff to learn that they're not going to use, and they figured that out.
Well, in this instance, I did see that the story problems make sense, and I can see where that would come in handy. We still couldn't figure out how to answer it, though. But anyway, so once they get older and they decide which business they're going to go into, will they be ready? That will be the question.
Well, and we're going to talk to some people today that are going to help us understand how that training occurs, how we get them ready for those positions.
Gosh, do you know the answer?
Not yet, but I'm going to very shortly.
Stay tuned. We want to thank some people who are helping us put My New Life in action. My New Life Online is back with our first guest, Clay Kubicek. Now, this is interesting. He's with Crossland Constructions, which I had to ask the stupid question earlier, what do you do? And they said, of course, we're in construction. I knew that, of course. But get this, here's his title, Education Director. Okay, that totally did not compute with me for a construction company. So what do you do?
Well, the Crossland family, the dad who started the business in the 78 was real strong in education. Trained the troops. He knew you get better by training and education, and the family still holds that true. And all through their history, they've done a lot of training and tried to stay up to date on everything. 5 years ago, they made kind of furthered the commitment and started an education department. And at that time, they hired me, and we started an education department.
Okay, so you have a department. Let's say we're building a big school over here. What's this education department doing over here?
Well, initially, they had developed a plan, and it was after about 3 months, I was just crazy because there was 1,000 employees, and there wasn't anything in place. So we separated it into two parts. We started a thing called Crossland Connection, which is a 5th grade through 12th grade career development and exposure to the industry. And then the Crossland Academy is our in-house training facility. We have carpentry apprenticeship programs, ironwork apprenticeship programs. We have an online learning management system now. We offer our management and office staff online training. You name it, we've probably trained in it. Certifications, about everything you need to.
Busy on that side of it.
Yes.
Okay, what do you want to start with? You want to start with the 5th through 12th, or do you want to start with
Let's start with the 5th through 12th.
Okay.
Tell us about that.
Well, when we first started, a lot of people were doing career fairs and career development days, and we work with the AGC, Associated General Contractors, and the KC3 in Kansas is the Kansas Career Construction Coalition. And the idea is to endorse the industry, to make everyone aware of the opportunities, and there's a lot of opportunity in this industry that people wouldn't even know about. And so we thought it'd be good to start exposing, letting the students see everything there is about construction. And a lot of the school programs, we've talked a lot, about continuous improvement, making them better. And when I was in school, over the years, a lot of us felt that the construction programs were a place where they were putting the kids that couldn't go somewhere else. And we thought everyone should look at this industry, at the whole school.
Right.
And you start younger, you kind of see that spark, and then later on, when they can choose a path, they'll head down a path that fits their need. Well, then we got looking a little farther and thought, well, when they hit high school, we work with the National Center for Construction Education and Research, NCCER. I throw out 800 acronyms here. But, and their whole mission is to build a sustainable workforce, and it's based on credentialing. And the industry oversees it and monitors it. And we thought, well, these students, when they get in high school, we could sponsor and work with the schools and offer these students credentials in high school that would articulate into our apprenticeship program, other apprenticeship programs around the state, and the whole country.
How important are the certification programs?
It's incredibly important, I think. And what a lot of people don't understand is because if you look in a small community, a lot of people work, don't have credentials, and the credentials don't make you qualified. However, a lot of the large owners now, because of the workforce shortage that is coming, even with the slowdown, when things pick up again, we know all of us are retiring. There's going to be this 15 to 25 million people gap, and it's going to have to be made up by being smarter, more productive, innovative, creative. And some of the large owners right now are saying, in order to work on our projects, you need credentialed employees.
Give me an example of a credential.
Well, the first credential we offer in the 9th grade, the students can, it's called Introductory to Craft Skills. And it's basically 6 modules: basic safety, hand tools, power tools, basic construction math, blueprint reading, material handling.
God, I wish my husband would have taken that. No, I'm serious.
Oh, here's a good one: communication skills.
Really?
Yeah, that's a husband need.
No, maybe I should have taken that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, and if you learn a material in the book, taught by a qualified instructor, there's an exam at the end, and there's performance tasks that you have to do at the end of each module to demonstrate proficiency. If you do the performance task, you pass the test, you earn the credential.
Well, basically, then couldn't you go get a job in high school? I mean,
yeah,
that applied with that particular
you could walk
thing
out of high
as
school
a
right
part-time
now.
job?
The programs that we have about 6 schools in Kansas that we directly sponsor.
Yeah, where?
We're in Columbus, Kansas area. We have Frontenac and Girard, Parsons, Coffeyville in Kansas.
Okay.
We also are on the Missouri side. And those schools, those students, if they do all 4 years, they can get 8 college credit hours at Pittsburgh State in construction management.
Awesome.
But also, if they walk out of high school with that credential, that introductory to craft skill, they get their OSHA 10 hour and level 1 carpentry, that's our first year apprenticeship program, the technical training side. So they walk out with that, they hand the card.
They step into a job.
They step in second year, and they step in more money, and they step into out of the chute running.
Okay, we always talk
That's
about our kids always want to
amazing.
know how much money.
Well,
What do they make?
Well, now, I mean, you come out of high school, and that, it depends which part of the country you work.
That's
but
always the answer.
$10 to $11 an hour, I suppose, to starting pay with someone that doesn't have, a skill base. It's $1 or $2 more an hour usually if you have a credential.
Okay.
It just goes up from there.
On work the kids do in high school.
Yes.
Okay.
I have another question for you.
No, go.
How is a certificate different than a diploma of some kind?
Well, the best way to sum that up, I always tell people that we'd have construction programs, and all the students would go through those construction programs. They all get the college credit. With an industry training sponsor, an NCCR, about 60% of the students are earning credentials. Before, they were all going through the class. They said, I had construction certificate, high school diploma. Now, 60% of them will have that card. The others don't. That's pretty powerful.
Opens more doors.
Yes.
So then are those 60%, I hate to put it this way, smarter?
No, I don't, that's
Are they better prepared?
a trap.
Oh, there you go.
No.
Better prepared. Let's
I would
use that.
say they've documented. I would say either they're more engaged, maybe they're probably more lasered in on what they want to do.
Or focused.
They find it interesting and
That may be a
participate.
great way, though, to narrow down what I'm going to do with my new life.
But the difference is, and I've heard this 100 times, people come on job, they can't even read a tape measure. They got through high school and they can't even read a tape measure.